What is up, guys? A shipment just came in from Japan with a whole bunch of new cards that I bought last month. Typically, I set aside some money and I purchase some cards from Japan, and they come in and I'm super excited to get them in. It's like Christmas every single month. In this video, I'll show you guys kind of some of the cards I've been looking into. Diamond Pearl, kind of those mid-era holos, Diamond Pearl, Platinum, Ruby Sapphire. Those particular eras, they have really low graded populations, and it's an era that I feel like a lot of people weren't collecting in. So that's why they have the low pops. But they have some really awesome Pokemon. These are some Diamond Pearl, Platinum first appearances of some of these bigger Pokemon. Obviously the starters, and then one of my favorite Diamond Pearl Pokemon, Luxray. So we have a couple of Infernape's here. Unfortunately, these cards and top loaders are just going to have to be sold. They showed up in not great condition. They'd probably get like 8s. Probably somewhere around there, maybe 9 if the grader had like a couple of drinks before going into work. I might get 9s, but most likely they would be 8s. I just think these are really cool. So we got a couple of Infernapes, which are super awesome. We got a Torterra, we have the Empoleon, and then we also have Luxray. So the Luxray is one of my favorite Pokemon, definitely in top 10. And these are first appearance Luxray cards. They both had swirls in the top right. You can see, unfortunately, they both showed up in not as good a condition as I was hoping. So now we're going to get into some Neo Holos. I picked these up specifically for grading and hopefully flipping. These are in pretty decent condition. We have Lugia. This one is really, really nice. As you can see, hardly any whitening. There are some scratches on the Lugia on the backside. Look at the holo though. Look how much action is happening. There's no swirl, but that is a lot of holo right there. That is super cool. The centering's immaculate. Like, I'm really hoping to get an 8, maybe a 9, but with the surface scratching on the back, I am projecting more that I will get an 8. I think that's more realistic. We have Umbreon Neo Holo. Once again, no swirl, but beautiful card. One of my favorite Umbreons for sure. And the centering is a little bit crooked. You can see there's some weird crookedness going on up there. The sides seem okay. It's just kind of really this area up here that makes it look funky. And then, once again, not a lot of whitening. There's a little bit mid-top, but I'm hoping that this card, with that centering, once again, I'm kind of hoping for an 8. Maybe I'll get an 8.5. Maybe I'll get lucky. Then we have Espeon. This is one of my favorite Espeons. And it's got that 6 swirl on the left-hand side. Absolutely beautiful. Centering's pretty good. Little off left to right. Maybe a little off up top to bottom as well, but not significantly. And this one is particularly mint. That is on the card saver. This one's particularly mint. I'm hoping that this one gets a 9. Beautiful Espeon. I love the cards that have like really light kind of holo patterns, especially with the Galaxy foil. I just think it accentuates and makes them look so dang good. We also have the Dark Espeon, which is a really cool card. I actually have this in English in a 9. I'm hoping that this one also gets a 9. Showed up in really minty, nice condition. We'll be sending that one off as well. And we have the unfortunate Suicune. So I love this card. It's one of my favorite Suicunes. Unfortunately, this card has some weird kind of warping, bending going on. You can see it right there. You can see at the top, it's got a weird kind of little push in, like a bend right there. There isn't any creases at the top. So part of me is thinking if I put it in a book or something for a while, it might straighten itself out. I don't know. I probably won't send that in just yet. I'll try and slap it in a book between some pages, put some pressure on it, and see if I can straighten that stuff out again. So another era I've been looking into is Sun and Moon. So the Sun and Moon, especially the later sets, had the tag team cards, which I thought are really cool because you have multiple Pokemon on each card. And it's usually multiple pretty popular Pokemon on each card. So I decided to buy some of these. So we got the Charizard Reshiram. I did also buy the Charizard Braxton, but the buyer canceled on me for some reason. It was a good deal, so maybe it canceled on me because of that. But you can see it's got a really intricate like background on there with all the flames and stuff. So yeah, Charizard Reshiram, it's absolutely mint. I think it would probably get a PSA 10 if I sent it to PSA. I'll probably send these to CGC just because they still have the $15 grading. PSA did recently open $30 grading, but I don't know. Although I would probably get 10s on some of these, which would probably help me out. I don't know if 30 really makes sense for a lot of the cards in this stack. We also have the Blastoise Piplup. I also have the full art of this card as well. Another minty one. Most of these are going to be mint. We have the Blastoise GX Rainbow. And we have the Blastoise full art. This actually came with the GX Rainbow, so it was just kind of bonus. We have the Venusaur Celebi. I tried to get the Kanto starters, tag teams, and I'll go back for like Pikachu Zekrom and Mimikyu Gengar and those ones at a later date. We got Venusaur Snivy. So this one had a little bit of problems. You can see up at the top there. God, I have 2 cats, so you're going to see a lot of cat hair in these videos. There's a little nick at the top there. There's a little nick at the bottom there as well. So this one, I don't know if I will send this for grading or if I'll just sell it in the future. But it's pretty minor. The back looks pretty nice. There's that little bit up there again. I don't know. It could still maybe get an 8 or a 9. I mean, it would probably get an 8. It might still get a 9. Who knows? All right, back to the middle era. So this Charizard Level X, this came in a deck in Japanese. So you can still find them sealed, but they're pretty expensive. I think I got this card for about 20 bucks, which was really good. And it showed up, and it's basically minty. It is a little off-center, which is the only real thing going negative going for it. There is a perfect swirl right in that spot. It's hard to see because of the hollow pattern, because there's a hollow pattern that goes all the way across the front, you can see. But yeah, Charizard Level X, absolutely badass, and absolutely showed up in just immaculate condition. I was really, really happy with the condition of that boy right there. With the Charizard Level X in that deck, you also get this Charizard G Hollow. It's cool. It's got that hollow pattern across the front as well. Unfortunately, this one's way off center. It's way thick on top, but it is minty. So even though it's off center, it might still get a 9, 8.5 probably because of the centering, since it's mint everywhere else. And still in the mid era, but now we're on the evolutions. Jolteon, very cool looking card. I don't know. Every now and again, I just take a peek at the mid era evolution hollows, and I'm like, those look cool. We got Espeon. I love that they kind of depict Johto here, like E City. You have the really old school looking Japanese architecture and stuff. And this one actually has 2 swirls. It's got one bottom left, and it's got a half swirl on the right there. Double swirl Espeon from Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Pretty awesome. We also have the Vaporeon. Another beautiful card. I think I have another one of these coming in the mail that's also minty. So pretty excited about this. And these are unlimited. So a lot of times, and this is more speculation than like confirmable data, but a lot of times, especially in the mid-era, when Pokemon started using first edition and unlimited, they would print a bunch in first edition, and then if they had to print more, they would print unlimited. So it's kind of like a flip of what English did, where it was like a limited first edition print run, and then they printed a lot more in unlimited. Japan would just like fill whatever demand they still needed to do with unlimited. So in a lot of cases, you'll find that the unlimited have way lower populations in like the PSA pop report for a lot of these graded cards in Japanese. So it's just kind of like the flip of English. Now that's just speculation. I don't know if that's 100% true, but I've been looking a lot more into unlimited Japanese, especially this middle era, than first edition if I can find it, just for that. I mean, it's the same artwork and everything. It's just missing the little first edition stamp in the bottom left. But beautiful looking Vaporeon. And then we actually did get some Diamond Pearl regular hollows that did show up in decent condition. So we have an Empoleon here. Really cool looking card. Empoleon looking fierce. And last but not least, we have Lucario. This is the first appearance Lucario. I had to get it. It was unlimited and has that beautiful swirl on the right-hand side. So much action here for Lucario first appearance. It's absolutely stunning too. I think it has a couple little issues, but nothing insane. I think there's a little whitening up top right there. Nothing insane. I think it still would be a strong contender for a 9. All right, guys. Well, that's all I got. Thank you very much for stopping in, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. We'll see you.